Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to another episode of Happy Trapper. I'm glad you could join us tonight. This is John Shepherd, your skunk whisperer. Let's go. We have the trap set. We have the fluffer nuffer ready for the skunks. Let's go and see if we can catch us a skunk tonight. We're setting it a little late, so hopefully a skunk doesn't come out while we're walking down this alley. But anyway, the skunks are very skittish animals, as I've mentioned before. They somebody's cooking, might be skunk. But anyway, as I've mentioned before, they're skittish, and when they get spooked, that's when they spray. So you want to be quiet. You want to be easy with them, and don't be real aggressive and abrasive around them or anything. And you more than likely won't get sprayed, because skunks are really more scared of you than you are of them. And all they want to do is leave the area whenever they see you, and so they'll run. Well, let's see. We're gonna go over here again. Remember, the skunk last night, dug all these holes out here. So we did have a visitation. He ate the fluffer nuffer, and then he ate he come and dug up grubs. And so there is something out here. Remember, I told you these trees have little tiny apple-like things on them called quince. It's a Chinese tree, and it's not good for eating for humans, but the skunks, I'm sure, probably eat them off the ground. There's a cluster of them there, and a big cluster of them over here behind us. But anyway, so we'll set our trap. Let's see, where did we set it? Here last night. We'll set it in about the same place as we did last night. Make it a little lighter on the setting tonight. That's pretty light. But anyway, so skunks, they have their scent gland, and they will spray. It's an oily type liquid. That's why when they spray it, when it gets on something, it stays for quite a while. The smell stays for quite a while because it's an oily substance. And so when they spray, it'll get on you. Skunks can control their spray. They can shoot their spray up to 10 to 15 feet, and they can spray about 6 times in a row. But when skunks spray and they use all of their everything that they have stored up, then it takes them about 10 days to restore everything that they've lost. And so they can't just spray constantly. And so they have to really watch, and they have to really be careful. I'm trying to watch and make sure we don't have anything coming up around us or behind us, but since it's dark. But anyway, they have to really watch that they only spray when it's necessary, when it's absolutely the last resort. And so they have a few different ways that they warn people. And they will growl or they will hiss at you if they need to. But one of the main ways that they warn you is by stamping their feet. The stamping their feet is their front paws is a way that they warn. And as if you saw the video earlier today yesterday, I'm sorry, when I went up to the trap, the skunk that was in the trap was stamping his front feet. And so he was warning me, hey, I see you there, and I don't like you coming and being that close to my territory, to my area. And so he was warning me to get away. And so they'll stamp, they'll get down on the ground, you know, they'll be like this, and they'll stamp their feet like this, you know, and then they'll turn around and they'll spray them. You know, so whenever they turn around like that, it's time for you to get the stink out of there, let me tell you, because you're fixing to get some stink on you if you don't get the stink out. So, but anyway, so that's a little bit about skunks. I hope you have learned a lot. Don't know how many more skunks we have around here, but we're going to continue to set the traps until we don't catch any more. So, but anyway, y'all be careful out there. Remember, skunks are wild animals. They are the main carrier of rabies, and so be very careful around skunks. Don't try to pet them. Don't try to stick your fingers in the trap if you trap them or anything like that. Don't antagonize them or anything, because they can spray up to 15 feet, like I said. So, but see, here's one of the holes here that the skunk dug this morning or last night. There's one of the holes, and there's quite a few others. There was one that had some paw prints around it. This one, see, here's a paw print right here. You can see the paw prints around, and they were digging for grubs. But anyway, so be very careful if you trap skunks. I recommend that you call somebody that knows how to trap them. Remember, you do have to have a license to relocate, and so if you do trap a wild animal, call the proper authorities and have them come and relocate the animal. Normally the animal control in your area will help you out with that. So give them a call and let them know, and they will come and pick it up and do whatever they need to do, relocate or do whatever they need to do with the animal. So remember that. But skunks are the main carrier of rabies, as I said, so be very careful around them. Not every skunk that you see during the day has rabies. It may be a mother that has young babies, and so she may hunt during the daytime to find some food for her babies. So it is known, it is said that when you see a skunk during the day that they have rabies. Yes, it is true, but it not always. It could be a mama skunk, as I said. So looking for food. But anyway, so be careful with skunks. Be careful around any wild animal, and just be as easy with them, and don't go in their areas, because they are very protective. Especially skunks are very protective of their babies, of their kits. But anyway, so I appreciate you watching this episode of Happy Trapper. This is John Shepherd, and I want you to check out our YouTube page, John Shepherd YouTube page, or look up Happy Trapper with the Skunk Whisperer, and you can check out all of our happy trapping videos. Happy Trapping with the Skunk Whisperer for YouTube, or you can put in John Shepherd and you can find it, and or you could put in pest control. You could put in skunks. You could put in different, like that. So skunk trapping or trapping skunks for your YouTube, and you can find them. You can look them up. Go check them out. Give us a thumbs up on there. But anyway, this is John Shepherd with Happy Trapping. I appreciate you watching tonight. You be careful out there, and always #Happy Trapping.